less than 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Ready? Go, Reed, go! Ready?
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, man, Franco!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
On the set. Ready, Lion. Let's go.
And they'll run it here.
And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
17.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring that fourth down here.
They'll bring out Anders Carlson now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Fields.
And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
For the Bears, it's 6-4 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field. Second and 6. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Down to about the 23. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Here's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Lucas Van Ness. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 47-yard.
York able to send this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 4. Short pass to Howard.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5.
They're going to look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cut 19! Cut 19!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolf. Tempo.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Richards. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Bears' 32-yard line.
Ready. Three.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December
more football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Here we go.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Fields on first down. Eluding the pressure right. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
60 back, 60 back.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
On the double.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
17.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Fields. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the star troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
First down, Packers.
Craft on 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second and 10.
Go check. Go check. 18. Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are once again back in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On first down, it's Fields. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hey, Sharon. Sit high.
On play action, Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have moved out in front.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said? It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, turning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll keep it himself.
No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Check smash. Check smash.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back in the 9-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Fields.
And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down. That sets up a 1st and goal.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Fields now to throw.
Buying time to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here we go.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Here we go.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Go.
They'll run again.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Back and 60. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hurt. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Absolutely love the play design here. Two receivers on each side with the outside guy running the short hitch. The inside guy at deep corner. And how about the quarterback? That little shoulder fake like he's throwing the hitch. Then he comes up and throws a deep corner route. This time for big effect, and it pays off for the first down.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's first and 10.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
2nd and 6 coming up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
For the Packers field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Up.
Here's Fields.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go, son.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
This is 1st and 10.
Viking 18, trap 50, trap 60. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. That is incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This to possibly force OT. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. Getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bears, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.